6 years after my younger brother and my fiancé passed away, I picked out a grave for myself. Before my final visit to their graves, my mother suddenly said, "Miles, you don't have to go this year." The truth is that they never died. I was startled for a moment before the two of them walked right out of my brother's room. My brother Sean put on a teasing smile as he draped an arm around the woman beside him. "I won the bet. I told you my brother would never figure it out. Who's going to be on top tonight, huh, Vera?" My so-called late fiancé, who used to cry whenever she saw me suffer even the slightest grievance, looked at me with open disdain. "He's just too stupid. We've been living next door this entire time, yet he never noticed." It was only then that I realized my mother forbade me from entering Sean's room. Not because it would make her grieve her son again, but because it was directly connected to the house next door. I was truly too foolish. Right up until a month before my death, I was still thinking about visiting their graves. "Why did you do this?" I suppressed the trembling in my body, asking Vera with red-rimmed eyes. After so many years, she was no longer gentle and sweet. Her gaze was cold and detached. "Miles, it's because you've never been very sensible." My mother frowned at me as well. "For all these years, we were just trying to teach you how to behave, to stop always trying to compete with your brother. Miles, they already have a child. Let go. You'll meet someone better." "I never took anything from Sean," I choked out. "When I was a child, my parents always remembered what Sean liked. I was forced to like the same things just to earn a shred of their care. Yet my mother only bought clothes in his size. No matter how many times I reminded her, my sleeves and pant legs were always too short, leaving me mocked for years. I should have realized it earlier. Miles, they never loved you." Perhaps my expression was too pathetic. The coldness Vera had built around herself wavered for a moment, and she handed me a tissue. "Miles, just focus on the future." I did not take it. Sean put on a guilty act beside her. "Miles, I'm sorry. Vera and I haven't registered our marriage yet. I'll give her back to you." Suddenly, my mother raised her hand and slapped me. Hot pain flared across my face. I looked at her in disbelief, her voice cutting through the air. "Miles, what are you even doing? Vera is already pregnant. Do you want that child to be born a disgrace like you?" I froze, my heart stopping. I was the child my mother had before marriage, the tool used to force my father into wedlock, representing nothing but shame. I thought if I studied hard, stayed perfect, and never caused trouble, they might love me. It was only now I understood that their ultimate wish was for me not to exist. Well, it was about to come true. Vera stepped closer, a trace of pity in her eyes. "Miles, we can still be friends. Sean and I will take good care of you." I backed away. "Don't touch me." 6 years of suffocating guilt. Every All Souls Day, I had wept at their graves, apologizing for a tragedy that never happened. Even my parents had helped them stage this performance. I looked at my mother. "The room you said I wasn't allowed to enter because it would be too painful. It connects directly to the house next door, doesn't it?" My mother's eyes flickered, but she nodded stiffly. "So what if it is? We did it so you could let go completely and live your life properly." "Live my life properly?" I let out a cold, sorrowful laugh. "You watched me live in guilt and longing while they lived happily next door. Is that what you call doing something for me?" "Miles, watch your words." My father finally came out of the study, his brows tightly furrowed. "They were in love. They only faked their death so you wouldn't be hurt. They've already suffered enough over the years. What else do you want?" "In love? Suffered?" The words pierced straight through my chest. At that moment, a notification popped up on my phone. My cemetery reservation was confirmed. I took off the ring I had recovered years ago from the rescue operation, placed it on the table, and said calmly, "I'm done here." The next day, I received a biometric vitals monitoring bracelet.